for your loved ones to spend their golden years can be a challenge. You want their new home to be safe and enjoyable, but also provide them the best care possible. Here to help make that choice a little easier, please welcome Rodney Brooks, the Executive Director of the Treemont Retirement Community, and residents Maggie Birch and Joanne Driscoll. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are living longer today, and so where we live plays a different role than it may have years ago. And you're dealing with this right now with family members.
Yes, I am. In fact, my grandmother lives at Treemont. She moved in about 8 months ago, and so that's been a real joy. But definitely at 89 years old, finally decided to make the move.
Yeah, and making that move is, sometimes we struggle with our parents and other relatives to make that move because they think it's the old-fashioned nursing home. It's not a place where you go to die. It's a place where you go to live again, another life, right? I would say with you two, that was kind of how you made that decision.
Yes. My story is I made the choice long before I needed to. And one of the perks about living at Treemont for someone my age, I'll be 78 next month, is that I have a family and a community, and I don't have to be responsible for food, for purchasing, cooking, cleaning.
All those chores of life.
Great freedom at this age.
And Joanne?
Well, I came in by a different route because I had been very ill and in the hospital for about 6 months. And I went to the Treemont nursing facility after the hospital. And I had to undergo about 5 weeks of physical therapy there, too. And those people were absolutely terrific. I went in on a gurney out of an ambulance. And I went from the gurney to a wheelchair, to a walker, to a cane, to walking out. And by the time I was done with the nursing facility, I realized that going back to my home and living alone in a house with a lot of stairs was not a good option for me. And I decided that I would go take a look at the independent living at Treemont, and I walked in, saw an apartment, rented it, and that's over a year ago.
Wow. All right. So, yes, that's independence. And what's nice about this is that it does span that whole gamut of care from, both these ladies just told us here. So let's talk about the levels of care for whatever situation you might be in.
So we are known as a CCRC, which is a Continuum of Care Retirement Community. So that means essentially we have independent living, assisted living, and then skilled nursing and rehab, all on the same campus.
Yeah, so we say independent living, obviously, just like you would normally, but without all those chores that we talked about before. Right. And the assisted living would include what?
It has scheduled nurse care, and then the skilled, so it's the next level up from independent living.
So maybe making sure that someone's taking certain medications and just checking on them?
Yes, and it's scheduled care. It's, every hour and a half, 2 hours. And then the skilled nursing is just the next level up, where it's more of a hospital-type setting, where it's 24/7.
Now, the other great thing about this is that your address doesn't have to change as your needs change. You work around the person as opposed to them having to work around where they're getting that care.
And even for our independent residents, we have a community-based home health company, so they can help the residents stay independent even longer with a little bit of assistance.
What do we do about the parent who's holding on? I mean, they're holding on, and they don't want to leave because they're not quite sure what they're going to leave to. How do we convince them that this is really a new life?
I was thinking on the way coming over here how my children said I gave them the gift of Treemont so that they can relax and know that I'm in a safe environment, that I have everything I need at any moment. If I fall down tonight, there's someone 24 hours a day that I can alert that I need help. And on the other hand, I can go in my room and stay as quiet and with myself as much as I want to. I have a beautiful patio outside my room that is just so fabulous to be able to look out and see other people. So I think it's not so much to convince them as much as for them to understand why we want to do it.
Yeah, safety, but also the great thing about this is that you're around new people. And as studies show, when you stay social, it works your mind and it just makes you happy. The activities director is here today, Amy Dubison. Hello there, Amy. Hi there. All right, so there's all kinds of things that they can do there, but in particular, you're celebrating a very special anniversary.
We are. We're celebrating our 40th anniversary. Treemont was the first senior living community in Houston. And now we've been successfully making people happy for 40 years.
You have a celebration coming up.
We do. We have a big celebration coming up, a week of celebrations. We begin it on Monday with a tea at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're having tea for two. On Tuesday, we're thanking our clergy. So we're having a clergy breakfast. They lend a lot of support to Treemont and to our residents. Give them a lot of support and just pastoral care.
And again, those things that bring you together, those social things. Have you ever had someone like come together and say, you know, I've never been married, or I was married and now I'm single. What about you?
Yes. Well, you know, there's a great opportunity for residents to find a little comfort.
Okay, we'll just leave it like she said during the commercial break. Yes, they do have hookups. Well, it sounds like it's a fun place to go. I can't wait to get their age requirement.
55 and over.
50. Oh, well, I'm close. All right. Well, Treemont Retirement Community has a special offer for Great Day viewers. Schedule an independent living tour today. Move in by the end of August and get $1,000 off your second month's rent. To get started, all you have to do is call 713-783-6820, 713-783-6820, or log on to Treemont.com for more information. And I would imagine for a lot of folks, that's where it can start if they're hesitant about moving out of their home once they come and see what you do.
Sure. Come for a tour and lunch. We'd love to have you.
All right. Thank you all very much. Get ready to rope and ride.